So what we're going to do today is we're going to set up the nozzle and the hose for the S340e or any of the Graco stucco pumps. So basically, if you're going to use, this is the Browning nozzle you'll get if you order a Browning nozzle, and this is the HTX finish nozzle. The HTX finish nozzle will need a reducer to the hose that you get to get it to the 1-inch configuration. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to set up the air hose so it's long enough to reach both of them if you are going to use both of them. Otherwise, you would just set it up to use one or the other. So in this configuration, we'll probably need more air hose to get to this one than you would that one. But so we're just going to set it up like you were spraying. And then we're going to tape everything together. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to set it up for the longest hose configuration we need, which is going to be the HTX finish nozzle. So we're going to need to get the reducer on there. Get the nozzle on there. And then we're going to go ahead and hook up the air hose to the HTX nozzle so we know what our length is. Now we know once we pull all this off, it's going to be sufficient for the Browning nozzle as well. That way you only have to tape it once. You're up. Tape everything together because you don't want to be dragging around a material hose separate from your air hose, separate from your remote, especially if you're moving in and out of scaffolding. So you want to tape everything together to make it all one unit. So that's what we're going to do now. The Graco remote comes with zip ties. You can either use zip ties or duct tape for the placement of the remote, but I'm just using duct tape for demonstration today. So when I tape this air hose, I want to make sure that I have enough there that I can spin this in all directions without it binding. So I know I have enough there. So now I'm just going to give it a few wraps of tape. And then I'm just going to continue on the full length of my hose. Now, what you want to do when you're taping it, you don't want a loop in it, because if you tape it with a loop, now when you straighten out your hose, it's going to pull it and break it. So you want to always make sure what's between the previous tape and this tape is straight and in line. And then you can simply start taping every 2 or 3 feet down the hose. So you want to keep what's between the last tape and your next tape straight, not a bend in it. If there's a bend in it when you tape it, if you tape it with a bend in it, then when you straighten your hose out, it's going to pull these out of the tape. So you make sure it's straight, and then we're going to simply just go down the hose every 3 or 4 feet. So it's straight in line with the hose. Give it a few wraps, and then just continue every few feet down the entire length of your hose.